Hey guys, this is going to be a review of Manitowoc's 4100W crawler crane made by TWH in 150 scale. I bought this model off of EVOT USA for about $320, although websites like diecastmodels.co, which have discounts, you can get it for cheaper. About 10% I think is their special. So just gonna get started. When you unbox the model, it is in a few different pieces. The pieces are the main car body and the tracks, which is attached to this, the crane butt. Then you've got a 40-foot section, and then you've got another, the topper of the crane here. The counterweights are off of it, and I'll show you how those remove. And this is the bridle up here. This is already pre-strung, so it looks like a pain in the butt, and I'd like to take credit for it, but this is all pre-strung. And then all you have to string is these pendant lines, which go fairly quickly, and then the hook block, which comes up, it goes right over those sheaves up top and down to the block. In addition to that, to the hook block, you also get a headache ball, which you can see in there, and extra screws and stuff. So we're going to get started with the details. We're going to start at the bottom of the model. The tracks are very detailed. Just give me a sec to take the tripod off. The tracks are very detailed, and they're really nice. They're quite wide and roll actually quite nice. You can see how they're powered. You've got this gear here, this sprocket, and then it's a chain drive down to this sprocket up down here, and then the drive sprocket actually turns as well to turn the crane, or roll the crane, excuse me. And both sides roll very nicely. Just a very detailed undercarriage, very nice looking. Going over to the side, just get a better shot of how wide these are and how intricate they are. The underbody counterweights do come off. As you can see, the way it works is just got these two hooks, and they just slide down in right there, plain and simple. Moving to the cab, very detailed. You can see all of the levers and everything. Get this light out of here. Windshield wiper, interior of the cab, operator seat. The door does slide closed, and you can see the warning labels, model number, and everything on there. So that's really nice detail. I usually leave it open. Over here you'd have your radiator, ladder, air, exhaust stack, very detailed, all metal by the way. Ladder to come up here as if to help string it. Coming off to the back, you can see to raise and lower the boom, both the cables come out of here, and they work their way through here up to the bridle, which would then travel up and down, bringing the pendant lines up and down, bringing the boom up and down. So here on the back side are your counterweights, and instead of the traditional design of stacking counterweights, these kind of build upon themselves. You've got your cheek weights, which go onto the side. You can see on these hooks. Those are nice with the decals that are on them. And these counterweights just come off piece by piece. So here's the smallest counterweight, and you can see it just literally slides in. There's the next counterweight. And here's the last counterweight. Right there. So that just kind of slides together into the back of the crane. Also right here, opening door down to see down into the engine. It's a little finicky to get it open and shut. You can see the cable spools down there. The one closest to the front of the machine, that would be for a jib, but obviously I don't have that on there, so there's no need for it. Just real fast, gonna put the counterweights back on to finish up the review. To put them on, it's easy if you put them all together first and then attach them to the machine. Then the cheek weights. Alright, so you can see the boom is very nice cast and just very well done. The cast is nice and smooth, the paint job's crisp, no complaints. For the block, you can see the pulleys right here, or the sheaves right here, and then there's a second one under there for a jib or something, but once again I don't have one, so there's no need for it. Pennant lines, when you get them, you just have to put in, these are riveted, as you can tell. Those are riveted, and when you come down here you have to screw these in down here into the bridle, and they're already attached up top. So the way that works, let me just spin this here. So the way that works is on this side you've got the keyholes, also engine compartment opens, and then they give you this key here, and you just insert it, and you turn it, and it lets the cables out there, which then lets the bridle out because those pennant lines are fixed. Just sets it down. Fairly simple. So just going to crank it back up. And then the same thing for the hook. Just got to stick it in that hole there, and that hole controls that that pulley there, or that cable spool there. One of the last things is this door opens here. Not a whole lot going on in there, but overall, actually I'm going to talk real fast about the block itself. The hook is on a swivel, which is very nice, and then you've got this little spring-loaded thing here, which would keep your chains from coming out. So it opens and then it springs shut. So once you get something in, there's a technical name for it, but I can't remember it right now. Also, all the sheaves up there. But so overall, very easy to assemble, very, very nice model. You can see I made a spreader bar over here. That's out of just kind of this plastic I-beam stuff that I drilled a hole into, attached the sword chains onto. But overall, very, very nice model, and definitely worth the money. I got mine for Christmas, and if you guys have $320 kicking around, I recommend that you should get this model too. So thanks a lot, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know, and have a good one.